And we've got a doubleheader here. Houston Astros at the Cincinnati Reds. A relatively meaningless ball game. In this first game, it'll be Jack Billingham starting for Cincinnati. And Jim Maloney for the Reds. We're at Crosley Field. And game 2, we'll have Larry Durker and Jack Fisher for Houston and Cincinnati, respectively. I'll be back with the lineups in just a couple minutes. For the Astros, leading off, Joe Morgan at second, Jesus Alou in left, Wynn in center, Miller in right. Dennis Menke at short, Leffery at first, Rader at third, Edwards catching, and Jack Billingham, the pitcher. He's won 3 on the year. For the Cincinnati Reds, it's Pete Rose in right, Helms at second, Johnson, Alex Johnson back in the lineup in left field. Perez at third, bench catching, Tolan in center back in the lineup, Lee May at first, Woodward at short, and Maloney, Jim Maloney, pitcher and batting ninth. Maloney has won 15 on the year. A bright spot in this Reds team. They're 2 games over 500. Houston, 9 games over 500. And the Reds take the field. Here's Jim Morgan leading it off here for Houston. Five, 6, left-handed, struck him out. One away. Now Jesus Alou. Here's Maloney now. One 9 right-handed, grounds it to short for Woodward. He throws to May at first, 2 outs. And Jimmy win. Game 1 of a doubleheader. One 9 right-handed, struck him out. Maloney retires the side in order with 2 strikeouts. After a half, Houston nothing, Cincinnati coming up. Here's Jack Billingham now. Pete Rose to lead it off for the Reds. Billingham on the mound for Houston. This is the second of a 5-game series. Houston won the first game 4-1. Pitch to Rose, 6-3, switch hitter batting left, grounds it to Billingham. X. Billingham, 317. G2 gets to it. 4-8-12, E17. Oh, and he boots it for an error. Billingham with an error. That puts Rose on first. 1-15, 1-18. Being held, 1-16. Going for the lead. No, he's not. Here's Helms. Pitch to Helms, 2-8. And that's a fly to center. And under it is Wynn to make the catch, 1 out. Now Alex Johnson. One 7. Single 1-15 it is. A base hit. Rose goes to second and holds. Now Perez. First and second, 1 down. Just underway here. Here's Billingham now. 6-7. Right-handed, struck him out. First strikeout for Billingham. 2 down. And here's Bench. Three 7 pops it up to short. Under it is Menke. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs. One hit, the error, 2 left on. Scoreless after 1. Here's Maloney now. He retired the Astros in order in the first. Two, 4, and he walked him. Miller is walked. Now Dennis Menke. .210 right-handed, grounds it to second. Helms goes to first, and Miller advances to second base. 1 out. Now Kurt Blefary. The pitch from Maloney. 4-6 left-handed, and that's a double down the line. Miller comes home. 1-0 Astros. A double by Kurt Blefary. It was a 4-6 double, 1-11. Now here's Doug Rader. Blefary on second, 1 down. .53 right-handed, grounds it back to Maloney. A 3-8. .93 G3 gets to it. 6-11 15 E8. Whoa, he boots it. Maloney with the error. Both pitchers with errors, first and third, with 1 out. And Johnny Edwards is the batter. .28. Grounds it to short. That's going to be a double play. Woodward, 2 Helms, 2 May. Let's just double check on that. First and third, 1 out. I could be wrong. It is a double play. Side is retired, 1 run though. On a walk, a double. The error. 1 left. Middle of the second, 1-0 Astros. Here's Jack Billingham now. Tolan, Bobby Tolan back in the lineup. He was out for a few games with a Charlie horse. Here's the pitch to Tolan now. 5-9 left-handed, grounds to short X. Menke 331. .331 3-3 S1 goes through for a base hit. 6-10 11. That will be a base hit. A leadoff single by Tolan. He's a 1-17 with Billingham 1-20 being held 1-18. He's going to go for the lead here, 3-6. He does not get the lead. Here's Lee May. Now he's a 1-13, 1-16, 1-12. Lee May, the batter. Pitch to May, 1-4, right-handed, struck him out. And that's the second for Billingham. Now Woodward. Good coffee. Here's Billingham now. 1-6, right-handed, struck him out. That's the third for Jack Billingham. And now Maloney, 2 outs. It's Tolan on first, being held. Maloney right-handed, 4-7, base hits for Maloney off Billingham's card. Tolan goes to third and holds. It was a 4-7 base hit by Maloney. First and third, 2 outs. Here's Pete Rose now. Billingham and the pitch. Clutch situation, 4-8, switch hitter batting left, struck him out. Billingham strikes out the side, although he does allow 2 base hits, left them both on. We've gone 2, 1-0 Houston. And we'll be back in just a couple minutes to continue this ball game. My name's Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. we're back here at Crosley Field. 1-0 Houston. Jim Maloney on the mound. And it will be Jack Billingham to start it off. Three, 4, grounds it back to Maloney. He fields it and throws him out. Oh, it's early bird time. Hey, there's my friend. I wish it was easy for me to do emojis from the desktop, but there is my friend. I woke up at 2:45. I tried to get back to sleep, and I didn't, and I said, okay, so take a nap, take an hour nap later, and you go to sleep about 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. Oh, that's good coffee. Good morning. It's 1 down. So great to not be alone. Here's Maloney now. Here's Morgan with 1 out. Got a doubleheader here. I know I pushed it badly yesterday, last evening. I'm good now, though. 5-9. Left-handed, struck him out. That's the 3rd strikeout for Maloney. And here's Jesus Salou. Real early birds here. That's 3-7, right-handed. Base hits by Jesus. A 2-out single. Not being held, not going. Here's Wynn. Hope you're doing well, Kathy. Yeah, yesterday was a lot of games. Yeah. I was dragging yesterday, really wasn't. The evening game was inappropriate. The 2 games before were fine. Pitch to Wynn. 2-3, right-handed, slashed in Cincinnati. 16, right-handed. And that's a liner to short caught by Woodward. Side is out. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We move to the bottom of the 3rd. Here's Billingham now. He put 2 on, 2 base hits in the 2nd, left him. Put 2 on with an error and a single in the 1st, left them. Here's Helms. Two, 7, and there's a base hit for Helms to lead it off. Helms is on. Alex Johnson is the batter. Johnson and Tolan back in the lineup. 1-6, right-handed, base hit to left. Back-to-back singles. Helms goes to 2nd. And he will hold. 1-14, 1-15. We'll hold him. I know that's very conservative. Here's Perez. Tell you, Kathy, I never thought I'd be one to jump on the he needs to drop out bandwagon, if you will. But I think there's 2 reasons. The first reason is he's losing. Here's the pitch to Perez. That's the first reason. 5-5 right-handed, struck him out. That's number 4 for Billingham. And now bench. 1st and 2nd, 1 out. Never thought I'd be on that. And you know what it makes me think? Not that I'm special. I am hardly special. But if I think it, then a lot of people have to be thinking it. Here's bench. And I'm influenced. Sure, I'm influenced by others. 3-5 base hit bench. Helms comes home to score to tie the ball game. Johnson goes to third and holds. It's a 1-1 game. First and third. One out, infield back. Here's Tolan now. "5-3 left-handed flies to right X. Getting under that. Miller 4-5. Yeah, it does, Kathy, every day. Miller 4-5. I'm really sorry. 1-4 triple. Oh my. His could be an inside the park if he boots it. 6-8-9. It was a 1-4. 4-5 to right field. Oh my. 6-8-9. It is a triple by Tolan. Johnson scores, bench scores, and the Reds take a 3-1 lead. Here's Lee May, infield in. Big 3-run inning here for the Reds. Pitch to May, 2-3, right-handed, grounds it to second, and the infield was in on a C. 1, he holds. Nice play by Morgan to hold Tolan and throw the batter out, May. 2 outs now. And here's Woodward. "6-8 right-handed. Oh, there's a base hit. And that scores Tolan for the 4th run. There's action in the Reds bullpen as Maloney comes up. Jim Bouton is warming. Four big runs, 6-5 right-handed, struck him out. And the side is retired, but 4 runs later, we've gone 3, it's 4-1. Thank God that convention is over. God. Okay, Maloney on the mound, facing Norm Miller to lead it off. It's 4-1 Reds, big 4-run inning off Billingham. Pitch to Miller, 6-10 left-handed, grounds to short X. Woodward, 330. G1 gets to it, 30, 5-9, 11. And he throws him out. 1 away. And here's Dennis Menke. I have it on the TV right now. It was boring. Very, very, I thought a very, very boring speech. Very weak, nothing, maybe it's me. Maybe it's my perception. 4-6, 1-1 flies to left, And Johnson catches up with it, 2 outs. Very, very weak. You know, 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Bleffery now. 1-8. And that's grounded back to Maloney. He fields it and throws it to first, a 1-2-3 from Maloney. In our second game, it will be Larry Durker with 17 wins, facing Jack Fisher for the Reds. This is game 1 of a doubleheader. Well, here's Billingham, who got pegged for 4 runs in the third. Let's see how he fares here. Pete Rose to lead it off. Pitch to Rose, 2-4, grounds it to second. And Morgan has it. Throws Rose out, 1 out. Here's Helms. 1 for 2, singled and scored. Very lengthy, boring speech. 3-5, full of falsehoods. And that's a liner to short, caught by Menke. 2 outs. And Alex Johnson. Johnson 2 for 2 with 2 base hits. Both Johnson and Tolan starting off strong back in the lineups. They're both 2 for 2. Tolan had a big triple. Here's the pitch to Johnson. Grounds it to Menke at short, and he throws it to first. It's a 1-2-3 for Billingham. So he looked a little better there. We've gone 4-1 Reds. Here's Maloney now. It'll be Rader, Edwards, and Billingham due up. (3-9) Walked them. I'm a human being, Rick. It's Rader on first with a walk. Here's Johnny Edwards. We have an attendant, Kathy, who's going to check to see if there's a disruption here. And there's somebody coming out. And Rick Hyatt has been removed. Rick Hyatt has been removed from the grandstand. Rick Hyatt has been removed. Here's Johnny Edwards. Those are rhetorical questions he asked. Here's Maloney facing Edwards. That's 1-3, right-handed, slashed. That'll go through left-handed. It's a base hit. So the Astros get going here, first and second with... Those are really pointed questions, aren't they? Moron. Now we won't see him anymore. He might be here, though. Let's move on. It's going to be Jack Billingham, first and second, no outs. Billingham is a C bunter. We will let him hit away. We don't have pitchers growing on trees. Too early for that. Absolutely. Here's the pitch to Maloney, 5-7. Way too early, Kathy. And that's a grounder to short. Woodward has it, throws to Helms, back to May, double play. And it's Doug Rader on third. All we can do is hide him, though. We can't block him. Self-righteousness, Kathy. 2 outs, Raider on third, Morgan at the plate. 2-9. And he grounds it to first. May has it. Throws to Maloney covering the bag. The side is retired. No runs for Houston. 1 hit, a walk, and 1 left on. We're heading to the bottom of the 5th. Here's Jack Billingham now. They kept him in. Way too early. Here's Perez to lead it off. 4-1 Reds. Here in the first game of this doubleheader. Perez has struck out twice. 2-7, and he grounds it to short for Menke, throwing it to Blefary at first, 1 out. Here's Bench. And the pitch 5-6 right-handed. Grounded to third. Raider, the red pooper, fields it and throws him out, 2 away. And Bobby Tolan. Two 6 struck him out. So Billingham now has settled down. It's 4-1. He looks very good. I'll tell you, I'm, you know, Kathy, I like women, as you know, but I know an attractive man when I see one. And you know, here's Maloney, top of the 6th. Here's Jesus Salou. He also seems to have fared pretty well for Kentucky. He's a Democrat in a very red state, which I like. I say Brashear or Whitmer, one or the other. Here's Maloney now, facing Jesus, top of the 6th, 4-1 Reds. Whoa! Whoa, where did that go? That white die flew out and will be very hard to find. And we're going to need to do a re-roll, a complete re-roll, as that white die flew out. But thanks to you, Kathy, I got myself a good share of white die. Okay, again, Jesus. Oh, that's yellow. Okay, that's all right. Sure. 3-3. Grounds it to third. Perez has it, throws it to May, 1 out. Here's Jimmy Wynn now, 0 for 2. Maloney. 5-5, right-handed, walked him. We're in very good shape with dice. We can do all sorts of all sorts of combos. Absolutely. You know, the only question would be the 20 die. And we seem pretty good with the 20 die too. No, win is on. Maloney -2, 1 to 15, 1 to 13 if held. He will be held. Here's Miller now. A beautiful morning for a ball game. I don't know why, Kathy, it feels like a Saturday to me. Here's the fifth pitch to Miller. 1-8, right-handed, flies it to left. Johnson under it, 2 gone. And now Dennis Mankey. Six, struck him out. 4th strikeout for Maloney. We're in the middle of the 6th. It's a 4-1 ball game. It's Billingham again. He's retired 7 now in order. And here's Lee May to lead it off. May all down in the 7th spot here today. Pitch to May, 1-8, and it's a base hit for Lee May. This is Billingham's 2nd endurance inning. May is on. Here's Woody Woodward. Six, 7, right-handed, struck him out. That's the 7th for Billingham. Now Maloney. Knew there was something was off about that guy. Here's the pitch. 2-6, and it's a base hit on his own card. He is a 7 NR. 2 asteroids. May rounds 2nd, goes to 3rd. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. My electric bill was only $58. So 1st and 3rd, no outs. Billingham 1 hit or walk away from fatigue. Boughton, as I said, is warming. He pitched in this doubleheader in real world. Here's Rose. And the pitch, 3-10, right-handed. Oh, it's a base hit. May scores. Maloney to 2nd. And holds. 5-1, and that's it for Billingham. Reaching fatigue here in the 6th. Pitched 5 1/3, Billingham. $11 hits. Got hit bad. No walks, 7 strikeouts. He's allowed 5 thus far. Boughton will be the new pitcher. Right-hander. +7 hold. +5 max. Here's Boughton now to face Helms, 1st and 2nd, 1 out. They can still stay in this ball game if they get out of this. Here's Boughton. 6-5, right-handed, grounds to short X, could be 2. Mankey, 331. 331, 3-3. It's a base hit. Oh, goodness. 689 E31. It's going to be a base hit for Helms, and that's going to load him up. Not too late to get out of this. Alex Johnson now. Infield back. Here's Boughton. That's 5-9. Right-handed. Oh my. That is a triple for Alex Johnson, clearing the bases. 3 runs score. Now Johnson on third with 1 out. Infield in. Here's Perez. 1-4. That's a ballpark blast. Oh, 14, right-handed. No, just caught by the left fielder. My goodness. But tagging he does. Jesus makes the catch, and Johnson tags. Billingham 4, 7 runs. Boughton has allowed 2 thus far. This will be his last inning, maybe. Here's bench, 2 outs, no one on. Six-nine right-handed. There's a double off the wall. My goodness. And Tolan in a clutch situation. Three-seven right-handed. Base hit. The run comes in. Oh, I'm sorry. Stretching. Bench with 2 outs to center. 1 to 12, 2 outs, 1 to 14, 1 to 15, 1 to 14. They're going to send bench home. And he is safe. Tolan goes to second on the throw. And here's Lee May. They have batted around. We're going to give him one more chance here. Boughton. Even our patience has limits. Here's Boughton now. Pitch to May, 5-8, right-handed, walked him, and that's it for Boughton. Boughton gets knocked out. Pitching 1/3 of an inning. 4 hits, 1 walk. He's allowed 3 runs already. It's going to be Ron Willis coming in. Ron Willis, the right-hander. He'll be the 3rd pitcher this inning for Houston. As 6 runs come in, and it's 10-1. Okay, Willis is ready. Here's Woodward now. The Reds have batted around. 1-9, flies it to left. This should end the inning. Jesus is under it, and the side is retired. Wow. Three runs allowed by Boughton. 6 runs here for the Reds in the 6th. We've gone 6. It's 10-1 Cincinnati. And we'll be back in just a couple minutes. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. Boy, I'll tell you, Kathy, you are one early riser, just like me. They have Trump with over 300 electoral votes. You know, there's not a lot you can do about that. That's a lot of frickin' votes, Kathy. It's a landslide, basically. It's 10-1 Reds here in the first game of a double. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll tell you what I'm going to do today, Kathy. I'm going to wait as long as I can before ingesting cannabis, so I don't get knocked out. That was my problem last evening. I was knocked out from early use. Little coffee here. Yeah, it's rough, Kathy. This early awakening is rough, but we can deal with it. Actually, thanks for asking, Kathy. Thanks for your concern. He's a great doctor. He's a great doctor, Kathy. He works with me I had suggested we're on 3 tablets of Effexor, 75 milligrams, that's 225. I said, what about going down to 2? He says, let's just stay at 3 for now. Fantastic. Next appointment, 2 months. I was, when I was really stable, I'd go every 3 months. Well, top of the 7th, Maloney in control of this ball game. And the only reason why I'm using the Klonopin now is because I don't want to abruptly stop it. And I'm using it not for anxiety, just for maintenance. And also, I told him, sometimes I get so excited, not anxious, excited. I just want to calm it down a little bit. Here's Bleffery, but really awesome, you know, that new medication at bedtime has stabilized me. Here's Bleffery now. That's 612, left-handed, walked him. Now this is Maloney's first endurance inning. Bleffery is on 1 to 15. 1 to 13, not being held. Here's Doug Rader. Thank you. Five, 7 right-handed, grounds it to short. Woodward to Helms to May, double play. 2 outs for Johnny Edwards. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh my. So we'll stay at 3 tablets of Effexor. Here's Edwards. 4-7 left-handed. And there's a base hit by Edwards. Lord, I guess we'll have a hitter for Willis. Not that I'm happy about it. I don't like to bring in a pitcher for a third of an inning, but we'll do it. We'll bring Gladding in. I'm sorry, we're going to bring in Blasingame in a 10-1 ball game, 5.37 ERA, and we'll have a hitter. It's going to be the youngster Bob Watson. Bob Watson. With 2 outs and Edwards on first. A waste, an obligatory pinch hitter. Here's Watson now. Maloney. 1 hit or walk away from fatigue, actually. Pitch to Watson, 4-7 right-handed, double 1 to 3. Oh, chasing for it, Tolan, and he makes the catch. Wow, and the side is out. Beautiful catch by Tolan, catching up with it, no runs. 1 hit, a walk. 2 more hits or walks next inning, and Maloney is fatigued. And here's Wade Blasingame, left-hander. 10-1. Here's Maloney, a very good hitting pitcher. He's 2 for 3. 2 singles and scored a run. Right-handed, 5-4. Slashed, 19. That's not going to go through. Right-hander, line to short, caught by Menke, 1 out. Here's Rose now. Rose 1 for 3. Pitch to Rose 6-5. Switch hitter batting right. Grounds to short. Mankey throws to Blefary at first. 2 down. And Tommy Helms. Marathon speech. It was a long one. You know, you look at Kathy. I know this is a strange idea. I don't like to judge people, but I look at J.D. Vance's wife, and I say to myself, such a nice-looking woman. She's got it all. She's attractive. She's got intelligence. She went to Yale, and she supports what he's talking about. I can't help but believe that power corrupts. I just have to think that. Do you follow what I'm saying? She wants a national ban on abortion? She thinks that's right? Here's Helms. 2 outs, nobody on. Such a nice woman, looking woman. 5-7, right-handed, walked him. And many a marriage has stayed together precisely because they were in power. FDR had no intimate relationship with Eleanor for many years after they had children. I think Trump has no sexual relationship with Melania, unless, you know. Yeah. I'm sorry. Here's Helms on first with 2 outs. Alex Johnson. Johnson 3 for 4. Blessing game 3-8, left-handed, grounds it to short. Again, Mankey. And he throws to Blefary. The side is out. Top of the 8th. Maloney. I say silly things sometimes, so sorry. There's a cyber outage right now. There's a cyber outage and flights are grounded. This is why I say, Kathy, a solar flare could destroy civilization. A bad one. Mark my words. Oh, that's insane. You know, Kathy, the divorce rate has gone up in the last 70 years, and it's about 50% now. Because women have more economic mobility than they used to. There are more resources for women in abusive relationships, and there's more. The taboo of divorce, based on different social attitudes, more flexible social attitudes. Too many people too many marriages are nauseatingly unbroken. And he's trying to, that's outrageous. It's an infringement on human rights. I'm all for families staying together too, but first of all, family has a whole different meaning today. It's any people who choose to live together. Here's the pitch to Morgan. 2-8. Walked him. So Morgan is on. One more hitter walk. Maloney is fatigued. Only Granger pitched in this doubleheader. Pedro Ramos with a chunky 5.23 ERA, believe it or not, is warming and would come in if needed with a 10-1 lead. Morgan 1-19 being held. 1-17 with a lead. Down by 9, we're not going anyway. Here's Jesus Salou. Here's Maloney now. That's 5-9, right-handed, struck him out. Maloney trying to maintain endurance. Now Jimmy Wynn. Wynn 0 for 2 walked and 0 for 2 and walked. 110 right-handed, grounds it to second. That only is for infield in. So that will force Morgan, and Wynn is on. Now Norm Miller is playing crazy. Oh, that is good coffee. Wow. It's 2 outs now. Wynn being held, not going. And here's Norm Miller. That's 3-7, right-handed, grounds to short. Woodward throws to May, and the side is retired. He has full endurance now, Maloney, to complete this game. These are archaic values. This is the 21st century. Here's blasting game, bottom of the 8th, 10-1 Reds in a blowout. Tony Perez 0 for 3, a sacrifice fly with a run batted in. Pitch to Perez, 3-2, left-handed, hit him. So Perez is on. Now bench. Blasting game from the stretch. The pitch to bench. 1-6. Flies it to left, and under it is Jesus. 1 out. Now Bobby Tolan, 3 for 4 in his return game. Both Alex Johnson and Tolan, who've been out for a few days, really hitting. Whole team has been hitting this game. Pitch to Tolan, 6-6 left-handed, flies to center. And under it is Wynn, 2 away. And Lee May. One 4 left-handed, a fly ball to center, and Wynn is there. And blasting game does very nicely here. Houston coming up. You know the whole idea of Rowe overturning absolutely. Okay, here's Maloney for the complete game win. It would be his 16th. It'll be Menke, Blefary, and Rader. I mean, it's after all these years to overturn something like that and turn it to the States. Jeez. But he wants a national ban. If men could get pregnant, you'd have abortion on demand. Here's the pitch to Mankey, everywhere. 5-4, right-handed, grounds to third X. Perez, 433. Back to the 50s. 433, 9-4, it's a G3. 6-10-11, E33. And he boots it. Perez with the error. Second error for the Reds today. Mankey on first, no outs. Here's Bleffery now. Maloney. And the pitch to Bleffery. 5-7, left-handed, flies to center. Tolan is under it. One down. And Doug Rader. I can't imagine being a woman. I have a pretty good imagination, but it's hard for me to imagine being a woman, being vulnerable to pregnancy, and having abortion outlawed. That would be a very scary thing. Here's the pitch to Rader. 3-4, grounds it to first. May throws to second to force Mankey. It's 2 outs here in the ninth with Rader on first, and Johnny Edwards the batter. Maloney 1 out away from the complete game win. Pitch to Edwards, 1-9, grounds it back to Maloney. He fields it and throws it to May, and the ball game is over. That is the 16th win for Maloney. The final is 10-1 in a blowout. Maloney with a complete game win, 9 innings. Only 4 hits. Walked 3-4. Struck out 5 and allowed 1 run. 6. Blasting game pitched 2 innings. Pretty well. Final line here, Cincinnati 10 runs, 15 hits, and 2 errors. Houston 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error. So here's your ball game. We have a second game, which we're going to get right into in a few minutes. We can adjust this and say now it's Houston 4-1, and then Cincinnati wins the first game of this doubleheader 10-1. Houston is now 82-74 with this loss. Cincinnati 80-77. One more win, they'll be sure to be at 500. Look at our lineups for this second game. It'll be Morgan, Jesus, Miller batting third, Keith Lampard, who is an electronic card. Mankey, Bleffery, Rader, and Edwards catching both games. How do you like that? And it'll be their ace, Larry Dierker, with 17 wins. He won 20, I believe, in real worlds. Larry Dierker, the right-hander. Durker a 2 NR. 14-0. For the Reds, it'll be Rose, Helms, Tolan brought up to the 3rd spot. Perez, bench, May. Stewart will come in. Alex Johnson will sit this one out. Woodward. And Jack Fisher. I would favor the Astros in this game. Jack Fisher with a 5.50 ERA getting the start. He's 1-4. He is a 1 WR. We will put our fielding ratings in, and then we'll take a break for about 10 minutes. We appreciate you all being here. There you have it, folks. Game 2 of the doubleheader, Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic network. Mass outages have hit airlines and businesses worldwide. Wow. You know, there's a cyber war going on. I'm not a conspiracy nut, but, you know, there is a cyber war. And I always wonder about that. You see how vulnerable we are. Let's just take a look at this a little closer. Here we go. A widespread Microsoft outage is disrupting flights, banks, media outlets, and companies around the world. I'll be back in a few minutes with just about 5 minutes with game 2 of this doubleheader. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. Now, Senator Tester from Montana is calling on Biden to end his campaign. Indeed, Kathy, indeed. Mike Terranova. You're up early this morning. Yeah, there's a cyber outage. This link will tell you everything you need to know about it. Hi there, Mike. You got it, buddy. Hope all is well with you. There's a beautiful, fresh, new pad. Beautiful. And I have one more, too. So we have no problem here. It's like a, I don't know what you call it, an avalanche, Kathy. Good morning, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman with the Strat-O-Matic Network, and we are back. And we had a great first game, if you like blowouts. It was 10-1 Cincinnati. Maloney going all the way for his 16th win. And here we are in the second game of this doubleheader. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we've never had one in our lifetimes being coerced like this. LBJ, because he was mired in Vietnam, he was broken down, and he claimed he wanted to focus on peace talks rather than a campaign, and also because of McCarthy's good showing in New Hampshire primary. Truman also, because he had very low approval in his first term, his first elected term, and Coolidge, because, and this is my interpretation, he was depressed. He was really depressed following the death of his wife. And he didn't live much longer after he left office. Hoover came in, and he died in FDR's first term. Game 1879 out of 1944. This will be Durker and Fisher, both right-handers. Durker with 17 wins, Fisher with 4. We'll go through the lineups. For the Astros, Morgan at second, Jesus in left, Miller in center, Keith Lampard in right field, Mankey at short, Blefary at first, Rader at third, Edwards the catcher, and Durker pitching, batting ninth. For Cincinnati, it's Rose in right, Helms at second, Tolan in center, Perez at third, bench catching, Lee May at first, Stewart in left, Woodward at short, and Jack Fisher the pitcher. I'm going to get a little coffee, and we're going to have the Reds take the field here. I have 5:32 in the morning. Boy, Mike's an early riser. I've been up 3 hours, Mike. Three hours. And the Reds take the field. We're in Crosley Field. Here's Jack Fisher on the mound. Here's Morgan. I meant True, not Truss. Fisher now. And the pitch to Morgan. 3-8. Right-handed walked him. So Morgan is on. 1 to 19, 1 to 18, 1 to 16 being held. Here's Jesus Salou. There's a new movie called Reagan in theaters the end of this month, in August. That's just what I want to do. Watch a movie about Reagan. Here's Fisher now from the stretch. Pitch to Jesus, 2-9, right-handed, base hit to left. Morgan rounding second. He'll go to third without a throw, holding a loop at first. Now Norm Miller, the batter. .211 right-handed. There is a slash, and that's going to go through for a base hit. Morgan scores. Jesus to second, 1-0. Off Fisher. And here's Keith Lampard. He died in 2020 at the age of 74. He only played 2 years in the majors. This one and the last one. His major league debut was September 15. We didn't use him. Isn't it something how people can come and go? You can't get into your account? Let me check mine, Mike. Okay, I'm in. Boy, the market's been really bad these past 2 days. I hope we don't continue to see a sell-off. There we go. Yeah, I'm in. I'm in. Okay. Well, at least you know why. Here's Keith Lampard. Facing Fisher, the right-hander. As you can see, he's got power in the one column. Here's the pitch from Fisher. Whoa, 1-7. It's hit deep. Oh, a 19. Back to the wall. Goes Stewart, and he makes the catch. Runner holds. Boy, he hit that long. Yeah. Yeah, we're good, Kathy. See how this might affect the market today. Just looking at Keith Lampard, by the way. He hit 1 home run in 12 at-bats. That's why he has all those home runs on his card. He's 1 out, first and second. Here's Menke now. Let's see if how long this goes on, and let's see about whether the market opens, if this affects the markets. See how vulnerable we are to technology. Seriously. It could be like a 9/11 type cyber war. Something there was a solar flare in the 19th century that took out all the telegraphs, but we recovered because we weren't dependent on electricity. There was no electricity yet. A solar flare like that would destroy civilization. That's my belief. Here's Menke, first and second, one out. Pitch from Fisher, 5-7 right-handed, and that's going to be a base hit for Menke. Jesus scores. Miller goes to third. First and third, one out, two in. Leffery at the plate, infield back. Yeah, Kathy, you bet. I mean, you know, I've done some research on it. Pitch to Bleffery, 5-11, left-handed. There's a slash. That's going to go through, I believe. Yeah. Another single. And Miller scores. So it's the Astros in this game doing the blowing out. 3-0. Just underway here. Action in the Reds bullpen. Pedro Ramos is warming. And here is the Red Pooper. Doug Rader. Very vulnerable, Kathy. First and second, one out. Pitch to Rader, 3-11. And that's another slash. It's going to be another base hit. We'll let him face Edwards. Bases full, infield back. Oh, it'll be a nightmare, Kathy. 4-5 left-handed, flies it to center, no question. And scoring is Menke. He's one run away from not having his stuff fatigue. 2 outs, and here's the pitcher, Larry Dierker. I have a, I'll tell you something, Kathy. 4-6, right-handed, grounds it to third. This should end the inning. Perez has it over to May, and the side is retired. I'll tell you something, Kathy. I have a nihilistic side to me. And it's just a fantasy of you know, an end of days or a total catastrophe. Of course, I really don't want it to happen. But, you know, we're very vulnerable. Due to our dependence on technology. Everything from electricity to water even, power plants, transportation, communication. Everything would stop. No air conditioning, people would die. Okay, here's Larry Dierker now. And it will be Rose leading it off. 4-0 Houston. They lost 10-1 in the first game. Here's Fisher. Dierker. Pitch to Rose, 2-9. Grounds to first. And Bleffery takes it to the bag. 1 out. Now Tommy Helms. Kathy. Your money won't have any value. 1-5 grounds it to short. Mankey over to Bleffery, 2 outs. Money will have no value. Grocery stores would be looted. You really got to think about it. Here's Tolan now, 2 outs. And Durker. That's 4-8, left-handed, grounds it to second for Morgan. And he's got it and throws Tolan out. A 1-2-3 for Durker. We've gone 1, it's 4-0. If anybody's interested, here's something for fun viewing. If any of you want to bookmark this, exactly what a solar flare would do to our world, and just they compare it to the one in the 19th century. I mean, we had one a couple weeks ago, which was pretty bad, but nothing compared to. He buried money in coffee cans in his yard. Oh, that's funny. But money would not have value anymore. It wouldn't be used. It would be paper, that's all. Okay, Jack Fisher on the mound. Joe Morgan to lead it off. Here's the pitch to Morgan. 5-5, left-handed, grounds it to second. Helms over to May, 1 out. Now Jesus Alou. .511 right-handed, and that's a liner caught. By the shortstop, Woody Woodward, 2 away. And here's Norman Miller. .6-5 left-handed, grounds to first. And May takes it to the bag. Now Fisher looking better, a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the second, 4-0 Houston. Here's Durker now. Tony Perez to lead it off. Durker retired the Reds in order. It's from a cybersecurity software update. In part, whatever that means. I'm just getting that on the news. Here's Perez now. The pitch from Durker. 4-8 right-handed. Base hit for Perez. Here's Bench now. And the pitch from Durker. 2-6 right-handed, and that is a base hit for Bench off Durker. First and third, no outs. Don't count these Reds out with these bats. Infield back for the double play. The pitch to May. 212. Oh, shit. I'm going to have to look at the line out third max rule, Mike, because that could be a triple play, but let me refer to the I'm sure you know already. Here it is. Super advanced. When this result occurs in a situation where a triple play could occur, the result is not an automatic triple play. Instead, roll the 20 die. If the roll is 1 to 7, it's a line out triple play. If the roll is 8 to 20, it's a line out double play with the lead runner doubled off. Oh, it's a double play. Thank you, Mike. It's a line at a third. Getting Perez at the bag, off the bag, in a rundown. Two outs. Bench in scoring position. Here's Jimmy Stewart. So I did my first max triple play. I got that ruled down. Here's the pitch to Stewart. 6-6. Right-handed, pops it up to first. And it's bluffery. And the side is retired. No runs, 2 hits to lead it off the inning. 1 left. We've gone 2. And it's 4-0 Houston. Indeed, it is. Whew. You're an early riser, Mike. Yeah, this is about when I get tired. After all this coffee, I'll do another inning and then take my break. Here's Fisher now. He let up 4 runs in the first, then retired the side in order. He'll face Keith Lampard in the cleanup position. Lampard, left-handed hitter. Here's Fisher now. The wind-up. Pitch to Keith. 5-5. Left-handed hitter. Grounds to second. 4 Helms, 1 out. Here's Dennis Menke now. That's very nice of you, Mike. Nice to chat with you. Nice to see you, to be with you. Here's the pitch to Menke. 1-7, right-handed, struck him out. First strikeout for Fisher. He has settled down. Now here's Kurt Blefary. 1-8, right-handed, grounds it back to Fisher. He fields it and throws Blefary out, and the side is retired. He's retired 8 in order now. Here's Durker now. Woodward to lead it off. Fisher comes out on deck. .210, grounds it to short. And that's for Mankey. Throws it to May, 1 out, and yes, Fisher is hitting. It's early on. It's not a World Series game. He had a bad first inning, but has retired 8 now in order. Pitch to Fisher, right-handed, 5-11, grounds to second. Morgan has it and throws him out. And Pete Rose. All right, Mike. You know what? I have a little more coffee left in this first pot. 2-4, right-handed, grounds it to second for Morgan. He fields it and throws it over to May. A 1-2-3 inning for Durker. We've gone 3. Mike is going to make coffee. I'm going to take a break. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. It is 4-0 Houston. We're doing a 1969 replay here, folks. This is the tail end. We've gone about almost 3.5 years with this. And the live broadcasts began in the end of July of the schedule, not this July. And that actually, if you go look, you can actually see the date of the very first one. Just go to the 69 replay, click that section, go all the way down, July 26. And that was March 16th, 2023. So a year and 1 1/3 years I've been doing it live. It's coffee time. I'll be back in just about 5 minutes. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. We're back here at Crosley Field. Let's see what we got for coffee here. I don't think there's much. No. A third of a cup. A third of a cup. We will sip on that black and reconsider doing another Real World Baseball starts today. Oh yes, restarts. Okay, yeah. And if you go on to MLB.com, there are a whole bunch of watch-free games. Of course, if you're in the New York area, Connecticut, I don't know. I know Mike's in New York. I don't know if what you get. There are a whole bunch of free games for promotional purposes. Same thing with the 20th. Holy cow. It's a promotion. Here's Fisher now. Retired 8 in order since allowing 4 runs in the first. Yeah. It's going to be the red pooper, Doug Rader, to lead it off. .411 right-handed. Whew, flies hits a left X. That's our first X today. Wow. Stewart 3-9. Always blacked out. Jesus. In Connecticut. Wow. That's an S2 going through. E9, 6-11, 13. That'll be a base hit, a leadoff single by Rader. He's 2 for 2. Red Sox 2? Oh yeah, that's that's unbelievable. But don't you get, if you're in Connecticut, yeah, you don't get local either. They're saying this is not a security incident or a cyber attack. But boy, the people in airports are really inconvenienced. Here's Johnny Edwards with Rader on first, no outs. 2-5 right-handed, flies it to left, and Stewart is under it, 1 out. Now Durker. .48 right-handed, base hit, Durker. Rader goes to third and holds. What's that, Mike? I don't get that. Here's Joe Morgan now, infield back. Oh, that is good coffee. Oh, you get New York stations. So do you get the Mets and the Yankees on TV? Pitch to Morgan. 2-10. Right-handed, grounds it to second, B on a first and third situation. And that will be forcing Durker, and a run will score. The infield was back. And now it's 5-0. Morgan on first, 2 down, being held. 1-18, 1-16. Here's Jesus. There goes Morgan, and he's safe. Morgan steals second. They black it out. Holy cow. So Alou up there in a clutch situation with Morgan on second, 2 outs. .49 right-handed, flies it to left field. This should end the inning. Stewart under it, he makes the catch. The side is retired. 1 run though. 5-0 in the middle of the 4th. Oh, that's good coffee, though. Oh. Here's Tommy Helms leading it off here, bottom of the 4th. .211, right-handed, pops it up behind the plate, foul territory. Edwards makes the catch, 1 away. Now Tolan. .28, grounds to second. Morgan has it, throws to first, 2 away. Come to think of it, I don't get Marlins here for free. Now Tony Perez with 2 outs, no one on. 3-7, struck him out. First strikeout for Durker, another 1-2-3, and he is retired 8 in order. 5-0 Houston. Cincinnati won the first game 10-1. And out comes Jack Fisher. 5 runs in 4 innings. This is his, his first endurance is the 6th. This could be his final inning. Norm Miller leading it off. Whoa, 4-4 left-handed catcher X, only our second X today. Bench 1-3. (2-1) G3 2-1. It's a dribbler with no one on. 5-8-10 bench E3, and he throws him out. Miller is retired. Now Keith Lampard, 0 for 2 today. Left-handed hitter, just brought up from the minors. Can't hit lefties. Here's Fisher now. 1 out, nobody on. The pitch to Lampard. That's 3-10, and that's a base hit by Lampard. He's a 1-12. No threat to steal. Dennis Mankey steps up now. Jack Fisher. 6-5 right-handed. Grounds it to short, forcing Lampard. Now Mankey is on first with 1 out. And Kurt Blefary, the batter. I'm telling you, Kathy. Mike, I don't know if you're still there. We lost Bob Newhart. It just he was over 90, you know. Shannon Doherty, you know, say what you want, but that's creepy that she died. You know, to me that's just plain creepy. Yeah. I struggle, now that I'm 66, I struggle with the issue of mortality. And it's a loop, I understand. I go back to it's inevitable, and therefore let's treasure the time we do have. But I keep going back to it. It really, you know, 2 outs. I think you might have an idea of what I'm talking about. Here's the pitch to Blefary. That's 3-8 right-handed, and it's a fly to center. This should end the inning. Tolan under it, he makes the catch, and the side is retired. So 5 runs in 5 innings for Jack Fisher as Durker is shutting out the mighty Red Bats. You heard that yesterday? Yeah. Lou Dobbs also died. He was 78. I don't like to speak badly of the dead unless they're really bad, like Hitler. You know what I mean? It's going to be Bench leading it off here. Durker. He did block me on Twitter. 110 right-handed, slashed. That's not going to go through. It's going to be caught. A liner to short, caught by Mankey, 1 out. But Shannon Doherty, who's been struggling with breast cancer for a decade. The poor thing, you know? The poor, you know? And then you think about all the other people, everyday people who we don't know, who die. You know what I'm saying? My mother died almost 5 weeks ago. I mean, that is, you know, and my father died in 2014, and I gotta tell you, I still have not come to terms with it. I don't think I ever will. I don't know what coming to terms with it would mean, but it's sort of a surreal kind of experience when your parents pass away. I don't know if either of you have experienced the loss of a parent. People react in different ways. Here's Lee May now. 2-5 right-handed, struck him out, and that's the second for Durker. Boy, has he been tough. A 2-hit shutout thus far, allowing 2 singles in the second and then got out of it. Otherwise, he's perfect. The pitch to Stewart now. 5-8, switch hitter batting left, grounds to second, X, only our third today. Morgan, 323. Absolutely. Oh, were they best friends? Oh, I'm so sorry, Mike. That's kind of young, 59. It's a grounded to Morgan. He's a 323, but we, 7.3 G3 pound does not apply. 678 E23. But I'm telling you, Mike, that's another 1, 2, 3 for Durker, and he's retired 11 in order. And that's since I'm stable. That's my attitude. I mean, we're lucky we were born in the first place. You know how lucky that is? Okay. We're heading to the top of the 6th. Jack Fisher will pitch. 5 runs in 5 innings. A drip, drip, drip. Here's Fisher. One six, right-handed. Lines it to third, 1 away. Now Johnny Edwards, the batter. Six four. Left-handed, grounds to third X. Perez, 433. Two four, single 2, base hit. 6-9-10, E33. And that will be a base hit for Edwards. Now here's Larry Durker. He'll hit away. Three seven, grounds it to second. And that's going to be a double play. Helm steps on the bag and throws to first. However you like to score that. No runs. 1 hit and none left on. And we're going to see a pinch hitter here in the bottom of the 6th for Fisher. First it'll be Woodward. Pedro Ramos warming. Pitch to Woodward. That's 3-2, right-handed. And it's a liner to short court by Mankey. What a beautiful catch. It was 1-15 single, 17 on the die. 12 in a row for Durker. And there'll be a hitter here for Fisher. He went 6 innings. Nine hits. Walked 1. Struck out 1. Allowed 5 runs. It will be Pedro Ramos. +6. What a waste of Bench's arm. +2 for Pedro. And let's see who's hitting here. Alex Johnson is coming out. He played in the first game. They will pinch hit with him. He's a right-handed hitter. Durker gets the sign from Edwards. Pitch to Johnson, 2-5, and that is a base hit for Johnson. He's a 1-15 running. Now Pete Rose. This is where you can get into trouble here. Durker's first endurance is the 9th. Pitch to Rose. 6-7. Switch hitter batting left, struck him out. That was the first base runner, by the way, Alex Johnson, since the 2nd inning. He's throwing a 3-hit shutout now. 2 outs, Johnson on first. Here's Helms. .64 right-handed. That's a fly to center X. Miller, 4-5. This could be trouble. Four, 5, 16, 4 gets to it. F2, E5, 6, 11, 14. And he makes a catch. The side is retired. No runs. The pinch hit single by Alex Johnson. Left on base. Heading to the 7th here. Then we'll take a break for the 7th inning stretch. Pedro Ramos. He got to it, yeah, on an F2. Nice play by Miller, who's playing center field today. In the second game. Wynn is sitting this one out. The usual center fielder. He's a 3, though. He got better with age. Here's Ramos. Top of the order, Joe Morgan. Morgan 0 for 2, walked and scored in the first. Stole a base when he reached on the force. Pitch to Morgan, 4-9, left-handed. Hit well by Morgan. And it's gone. First pitch, off Ramos' cart. Second run batted in for Morgan. Look at it again, 4-9, left-handed, and home run. He's got the power. It was a 10. It was home run 1-11. First home run of this doubleheader. And that makes it a 6-0 ball game. Reds won the first game 10-1. For Morgan, that's home run number 13 on the year. He had 15 in real world. There, absolutely. It's 6-0. Astros. Here's Jesus Salou. Ramos. 3-10. Slashed to left field. And that is lined out to short. 1 out. Here's Norm Miller now. Four, 7, left-handed, pops it up to first. May makes the catch, 2 away. And here's Keith Lampard again. Facing Ramos, a right-hander still. Lampard steps in. The pitch from Ramos. 4-7. That is a left-hander. And he pops it up to first. May makes the catch. The side is retired. But 1 run. It was the first pitch to Morgan from Ramos. 7th inning stretch. It's 6-0 Houston. Lord, you see, now I get tired, Kathy. You know, now I get tired. But we'll be able to finish this game. I think, you know, to make another pot of coffee would just really burn me out. What I'm going to do is finish this game and then go lie down and rest a little bit. Oh, that's a good question. Yeah. We're in the second game of a doubleheader. In the first game, the Reds clubbed the Astros 10-1. Maloney got the win. He went all the way, his 16th of the year. Now it's 6-0 Houston. Durker throwing a 4-hit shutout. 3-hit shutout, I'm sorry. We will be back in just a couple minutes after this 7th inning stretch. I'm Jeffrey Guterman, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Network. A quick programming note. The magic number for the Atlanta Braves is 1. Every other division is clinched. And Pirates have clinched the East. Orioles and Twins in the American League East and West, respectively. I'm going to switch this game to this afternoon, tentatively at noon. It's going to be the San Francisco Giants with Gaylord Perry at the Los Angeles Dodgers with Don Sutton. If the Giants lose, the Braves will clinch. The magic number is 1. And this is a tentative plan. Okay, here's Pedro Ramos, his second inning of relief. He allowed the home run to Morgan in the 7th. It's 6-0. Mankey leads it off. .58. Right-handed, it's a shot hit out into the gap for a double by Mankey, his second hit of the game. Now Bleffery. Ramos' first endurance would be the 9th if he can get through it. 6-6, left-handed, walked him. First and second, nobody out. And Raider. Oh, I'm making a big mistake. I skipped Cincinnati. What we're going to do is we're going to let this stand. And we'll bring Durker in to pitch the bottom of the 7th. We'll let that stand. First time I've done that in a long time. But that's the house rule. Here's the pitch to Tolan from Durker. 1-5, struck him out. Number 4 for Durker. And I put the 0 in by accident. We'll see. Here's Perez. .611, right-handed. Fly ball right X. Lampard, .413. .18.4, F2 gets to it, E18, .478. And he makes the catch. An F2, first and second. We will let the runner on second hold. Here's Edwards now. What the hell am I doing here? Now we're gonna, I've got to look at this. I'm so sorry. Let me make sure I put, yeah, that was an error. That's an error. Putting oh no, that was right. Okay, that was good. Yeah, had Tolan. Okay. That's fatigue for you folks. Fortunately, this is all salvageable. Here's Johnny Bench. Perez. with 1 out. All salvageable here. That's 410 right-handed, grounds it to short, 2 away. And bench. One 6, lines it to first. The side is retired. What a performance by Durker. Now we move to the 8th. It's 6-0. We're in process here. Johnny Edwards comes up first and second, 1 out. House rules. Pitch to Edwards, 5-4 left-handed, grounds to third X. Perez, 433. G2 gets to it, 6-9-12 E33, and he throws him out. It's a G2, first and second, 1 out, and it's a double play. The side is retired. Here's Durker now. 3-hit shutout. Lee May now. 2-11. Grounds to second, Morgan. 1 out. Jimmy Stewart. Durker going through this Reds lineup with ease. 5-6, switch hitter batting left, and that is a grounder to first. Blefrey to Durker covering the bag, 2 outs. And now Woody Woodward. .510 right-handed, fly ball center, should end the inning. Miller under it, makes the catch, and we're heading to the 9th. Pedro Ramos, his 3rd inning of relief. Durker to lead it off. Durker looking for his 18th victory here. He won 20 in real worlds. This is the best Houston Astros team in franchise history. They are 8 games over 500, even with the loss of the first game. They were exactly 500 baseball in real world. It was their best season ever to date. Here's Ramos now. The pitch to Durker. 6-3, right-handed, flies to left X. Stewart 3-9. Need a lot of stamina to do a doubleheader starting at 3:30 in the morning. Stewart 3-9. F2 gets to it. E9, 5-9-11. Oh, and he boots it, a 2-base error. Oh my. A 2-base error by Stewart. First error of the game. Here's Morgan now. .6'9", left-handed, pops it up to second. And Helms is under it, 1 away. Here's Jesus now. Durker on second, 1 down. 3-9 right-handed, grounds it to short with a runner on second. Grounds it to short, runner holds. Two outs. This looks like it's a pretty whacked out movie. It's called Reagan. It's in theaters August 30. The character they have playing Reagan, I don't know who it is, but he kind of looks like him. Wow. My Lord, it's going to be Dennis Quaid as Ronald Reagan. Oh, it's a good casting. Penelope Ann Miller. Leslie Ann Down is in it, and John Voight is in it. My God. Penelope Ann, oh God. Wow. Here comes Miller now. Ramos trying to finish it off. 1-8, right-handed, fly ball left. Stewart under it, and the side is retired. We're heading to the bottom of the ninth. There'll be a hitter for Ramos. It will be Jim Beauchamp. Jim Beauchamp. The Reds are down by 6 here. Here's Beauchamp right-handed. Durker. 6-7 right-handed, grounds it to short. Mankey has it. Throws to Bleffery, 1 away. Now Rose, 0 for 3 by Durker. For 8, switch hitter batting left, grounds to second, Morgan. 2 outs. And Tommy Helms is the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. A 3-hit shutout by Durker. And the pitch. 3-6, right-handed base hit. There's the 4th hit. Helms is on. And here's Tolan. 0 for 3. 3-8. Oh, there's a base hit. Helms goes to third. Durker 1 hit or walk away from fatigue. Now there is action in the Houston bullpen. And it is Watkins who was called up. They're hoping he can finish it off. Durker facing Perez. 6-0. Here's the pitch to Perez. 5-4, right-handed, grounds to third X. Raider, 327. This could end the ball game. Oh, 1-3, S2. There goes the shutout. 6-11, 12-13. E27. It's an S2 base hit. The pitching coach is coming out. They're going to let him stay in this game, even though he has reached fatigue, at least to face one batter. Strat-O-Matic advises not to, but there's always exceptions. Durker looks tired. Here's the pitch to bench. 4-4, right-handed catcher X. This could be the ball game. Edwards at 2-3. (8-2). PF. That's going to be a pass ball. My God. 6-10-11. E3. It's going to be a PF with first and third. It gets past Edwards. It's a pass ball. Another run. Full count on bench. 2 runs here. It's 6-2. They're taking a little risk here with Durker in fatigue. Here's the pitch. 3-7. Pops it up to short. And Menke is under it, and the ball game is over. So, little fanfare there for the Reds in the bottom of the ninth, but too little too late. The final, Houston 6, Cincinnati 2. Durker with the win, complete game, went 9. Allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 of them in the ninth inning. Did not walk one batter. Struck out 4, allowed 2 runs. Go into the gym. Have a great day. Thank you, Mike. The loss goes to Fisher, the final line. Houston 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Cincinnati 2 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. That's it, folks. Split of this doubleheader. Cincinnati 10-1 in the first, Houston 6-2 in the second. Stay well, Kathy Harden, and I'll catch you next time. This has been a broadcast of the Strat-O-Matic Network. Will do, Kathy Harden. It was still fun, though.